Hi again, this is JG LaRochette, founder and director at Mindful Life Project. Today we're going to be building our next mindful practice, body awareness. As we talked about last time, mindfulness is paying attention on purpose, strategically in the here and now without judgment. The important aspect of that is without judgment, right? Because we have this negative bias that's ingrained in our system because of survival and mechanism, right? So we've had this inner critic being built up over the years. And when we try to bring awareness in, what we're doing here is just watching the experience, not being the experience, not being attached to it. But when we have mental activity far too often overwhelming our present moments, right? Thoughts about the future, the past, emotions, and dysregulation, we often forget to have a really strong connection between the mind and the body. The body's wisdom can tell us when an emotion is arising before it gets too late and triggers that amygdala alarm system. So the more we cultivate body awareness, the more present we can become and the less lost we can be in our headspace, right? This being kind of lost in the future or past is such a common theme because we're looking for what might go wrong in the future. We're kind of stuck in some dramas of the past or just reminiscing. And the present moment is all we have. So the body can really bring us right back there. So we're going to do a body scan. You can do this laying down or seated. The important aspect of it is we want to be in a position where we can be alert and relaxed, but not too relaxed, right? It's okay to fall asleep if that's what happens, but we're really trying to play with our awareness, right? This consciousness that arises and then we might fade into subconscious. We're trying to just gently be here over and over. So find that comfortable position. If it's sitting, feet flat, spine straight, hands in your lap if that feels comfortable, eyes gently closed, or if you want to lay down again, that's totally fine. And as we kind of drop our body into stillness, just notice maybe some rocking back and forth. The cultivation of body awareness is really about noticing what's arising in physical sensations without deciding if it's the right way, wrong way, good or bad. So gently with the eyes closed or soft gaze below you, again, the eyes being closed so we can pay more attention, not get distracted by external stimuli. But if it doesn't feel comfortable, the offering of gentle gaze downwards is always available. Start with bringing awareness, grounding us into the present moment with the sound of the bell. Just this sound. Thoughts, other sounds might take us away. Just come back to the sound. And now as we come into this practice of stillness, practice of paying attention on purpose, but if we forget to pay attention, there's no judgment or need to have an opinion about it. There's just a gentle, tender redirection back. Let's bring awareness to our toes. Right foot, left foot, any tingling, tightness, looseness. And then moving awareness to the flats of our feet, kind of spending a few seconds on the right foot, and then back and forth with the left. Just noticing, right? We're watching without any need to have the experience be different. When we resist the present moment, either physically, mentally, or emotionally, we're causing suffering. If we accept it as it is, almost as if we've chosen it to be this way, we can find peace and ease. So in this time where our experiences are hard because we're in this new kind of surreal experience where there's deep fear and deep suffering, there's also moments of joy and love. What we know is the body will store, right, any of that suffering. And so we can start paying attention to that connection where we resist. How does that show up in the body? We resist an emotion, a thought, an experience. So gently bring awareness now to your ankles. Right side, inside of the ankle, outside, left ankle. And then gradually bringing awareness to the shins. Starting on the right side, slowly creeping awareness up. Tightness, looseness, tingling, pulsations, just checking for any sensations. Left leg, so shins up. And then wrap awareness on the left calf muscles. Then pop awareness over to the right calf muscles. And then gently going back and forth till you meet your knees. Just kind of 360 all the way around the knees. The angle they're in, any tightness, any discomfort or comfort. Can we be with whatever is there in the same way? So if we feel pain or discomfort, can we be with it just like we are with ease and comfort? Gently move awareness to your thighs. And if you've gotten drifted off into thoughts, you can use mental noting. Just, I notice I'm with my thighs, and then I start thinking about what I have to do later. Instead of judging it or having opinion, just mental note it. Thinking, just in the mind. And gently redirect awareness back to the body. Gently continue awareness to your hamstrings, right side, left side, back and forth, till you meet as you scan up your sit bones. And just notice the weight of gravity pulling you into the chair if we're hurling ourselves up. And again, we might have missed 2-3 body parts, and that's not a problem. The past is gone. We don't need to change it. We can't. The future isn't here yet. All we have is this moment right here, right now. And those are those little magical, mindful moments where we actually rewire our brains. Oh, I got distracted, but instead of going down the rabbit hole too far or having judgments and opinions about it, I just gently came back to the present moment. Continue awareness up to your lower back. Scanning, noticing tightness, looseness. Maybe the posture that you're in. Pressure. To the middle of the back. Then follow your ribs from the middle to the side body. To the front. And then gently drop awareness into the belly. When we pay more attention to our body, we can dissolve some of that tension and tightness that's built up. We can also tune in so we can catch it before it becomes too much tension and tightness and suffering. So the belly might be contracted or might be loose, but we can just check in. And then bring awareness to the chest. Open, close. How's it feel? Heavy. The emotions feeling pretty strong or light. No judgment. Welcoming the experience as if we chose it to be this way. And then moving the awareness up to the shoulders. We're going to start noticing areas that we often hold a lot of stress or strain, resistance. Check the shoulders up towards the ears or floating down to the ground. Sore, tight, loose, easeful. And meet the shoulders where the neck is. And gradually moving up the neck. And continuing to wrap around to the throat. And to the jaw. Is the jaw clenched or relaxed? Awareness to the cheeks, the lips, tightly sealed or a soft openness. And then gently to the areas around the eyes. Again, most of the time we're not exhausted physically. It's a mental exhaustion. Of course, that depends on the work we do, but for the most part, we exhaust ourselves way more mentally than physically. Gently bring awareness to the temples, to the forehead, softening and loosening. And then the top of our head, the crown. And now just checking in. Have we been present or drifting? And have we met those moments of distraction with compassion and non-judgment? If we have met it with more judgment or a little bit of negative self-talk, being okay with that, right? Not judging the judging. And then gently notice the whole body sitting here. The weight, the connection between your attention and this body. And I'll ring the bell once. Just try gently keep your attention with the sound of the bell from the beginning to the end as we close this practice. And then wiggling toes, fingers, letting yourself come back. Thanks for joining me again. I hope this was relaxing, alleviating, and good for your body, mind, and heart. And I hope you join me again next time, sending a lot of compassion, a lot of heartfulness for whatever you're moving through right now, emotions, thoughts, or experiences. Thanks again. See you soon.